Dan's walking back.
We are back with the behind the counter.
That's the real one.
Just got to get a recording and just put it right to the
Nico's
microphone.
doing it over there too.
Did he do it in the background?
That would be nice to have a recording of it so you could be
Either way, guys, welcome on in behind the counter. Kind of a crazy episode. We'll probably be in and out. A little bit of a shorter episode tonight. We are in the middle of the crazy holiday rush here at the store, and we got people flying in and out of the store left and right, and trade-ins left and right, and it's always, everything always comes in waves. You know, we got I think you have a guy at the counter. He's just standing there.
Nico's about to join us, but it's very busy. I wanted a Coke. No, I'm just kidding.
But chippity chop chop chop, Nico as well. Nico gave me a nice wave.
The double bird.
But we went. Everything always comes in waves, you know. So we'll talk. I'll let Nico talk about it a little bit when he comes back. But we went out and we bought this collection, pop collection out in Boston. Quite the adventure. That was a 3-hour trip.
I was kind of hurt that I wasn't invited. But
did you get any
that's for a separate episode.
Foreign New York foods?
What's that?
Did you get any like foreign foods like Dairy Queen or Sonic while you're out there?
No, we got McDonald's on the way back.
So you think Dan tries something new?
But so we went and we got McDonald's on the way back, and and the problem is McDonald's when you go out there. Have you ever been to a McDonald's? What? Oh, okay. If you ever been to a McDonald's, you go to these McDonald's that are on these throughways, and the price is like 20 times higher.
Jack the prices up.
Yeah, we got our 2 meals were like $25 when they're like normally these are like $7 when you go to the normal McDonald's.
In these parts, the demand for McDonald's is outrageous.
The fries were very below average too. They weren't even like warm.
And we had to rush. I was eating burgers as I was driving. We had to make it back for the SpiderMan movie. We were under.
It was very crazy operation.
Dan's missing
the
previews. You know that he was against all of his power to get there on time.
We went out to Boston. Of course, we hit goddamn effing Boston traffic on the way back. It's just like this guy that we went out to was like this. Literally, like I'm like, hey, we're gonna be there at 4:30. Can you have the pops up? No, can't. Not until I see the cash. I'm like, can you have them out so we can look? Nope.
Well,
nope,
he did take him out of the unit.
We had the full expectation when we got there that this stuff was not going to be ready to go.
But he had probably 200 of them stacked up neatly on a cart to bring out. So that was very nice.
Time to do.
Yeah.
At least he had that.
We got to the car, we're just like throwing them
Dan decided, we're not going to put them in neatly. We're just eating them.
Was the guy appalled as you were doing that?
One guy walking in and out.
Yes.
Yeah, man, they all have their boxing accent too. When they're walking in and out, he's like
boxing.
He's like, "Yo," he goes, "What you guys, eBay sellers?" Like, nope. Like, and he's like looking at what we're putting in the car.
I was hoping that the guy whose pops they were wasn't gonna see what Dan was doing, throwing them in the car.
Did he see?
Yes. And he was just like,
collection.
I don't think he was that appalled with it.
He was concerned on what you were
doing. Think we're gonna fit all of them in the car?
In the end, you are buying them. They are now yours.
I feel like we did it. I feel like we had to put them in where they had to go, and that was it.
You should have asked him which one his favorite was, and then
he said he kept a couple of his favorites. But of course, we get there, and he's like, "Now is this all?" He goes, "No, I got a few more in the back." After we load everything, he opens the back of his truck, and he has like bins of more. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
He did give us a lot of freebies, though, like the Pez and all these little like keychains.
Speaking of keychains, Steve, you and Dave are gonna have a fun shift tomorrow night, handling all those keychains and those Pez.
In the back,
box full of them. Actually, those will probably sell.
There's more stuff on the counter back there.
What?
There's a lot more stuff on the counter back there.
That's the shit you have left over. You don't know what to do with in the back counter. All the grub.
The grub.
There's probably like 20 like pops not in boxes back there we could put around.
You may need to go out there now. The guy back at the counter.
Say some Ash Chew Choys back there.
So that was a successful trip. We went out there. We rushed back. We made great time. And then, of course, we had the SpiderMan movie when we got back.
You missed a lot of previews.
Did we?
I think we only saw 1 or 2 previews.
I feel like we were in there for quite a amount of time waiting for the movie to start.
It started pretty quickly.
Did it?
We did see some good ones, though. We saw the Uncharted preview.
Also with Tom Holland.
Yeah, there was
that didn't interest me in
some
the
big
slightest.
Tom Holland propaganda going on in there. What was the other one? We saw someone. Wasn't there one that looked pretty good? Maybe it was only Uncharted, but
Actually, now you think about it, I don't think there was a lot of.
no,
But
we
I
only
feel
saw
like
one
we
or
were there for
two.
quite a amount of time. Well, we got there.
We got there right when it was supposed to start, and then we all got snacks
Okay,
and
I
went
went
around.
and sat down and then left to go get
Mm-hmm.
a
Oh,
beverage
okay,
and
so you might have
snacks.
missed
So
one.
I missed one or two. But you guys were there, and then I came back and I saw the Tom Holland, the Uncharted one. And then really, it was prime time right into the movie.
Yep.
But I do like watching them.
They have no one seen it. Good
Is
movie.
that a second thing in Chuckles?
It's my first one. Don't be counting my chuckles.
You've been eating that bag of Chuckles for quite some time.
Once I got to the purple, the black licorice, when I ate that, I had to take a break for a little bit.
Do you know
was
that? Do
gross.
you know they actually make a bag of mini Chuckles? You actually get a bag of like the little mini Chuckles.
That'd be pretty nice.
good. Can't find them anywhere though. So we got back just in time for the SpiderMan movie, but where I was leading to is so we got all these pops. Of course, we load them in. Of course, what was the highest one we had out of that collection?
Was it still the black suit?
It was Golden Frieza.
Oh yeah, Golden Frieza by far. Yeah.
And what
Forgot
that
about
retails for
one.
what? $2.99.
Yep.
Yep.
There's
Nice
probably,
300.
out of our top 20 most expensive pops right now, probably 15 were in that collection. All the ones in the main expensive case are there, except for the Clark and the...
Did you bring our new friend one out? Are we saving that for an unveil a little later?
Oh yeah, that's another one.
Oh,
Oh, number 8.
So we got. So in the past like 3 days, we got 400 new pops, a bunch of action figures and toys out there that have no idea who's who and what's what. Between One Piece, Demon Slayer, My Hero
Dan's lost.
Academia, Dragon Ball Z. There's just more shit out there that I have. I don't know what it is, but it's making up the good.
But it's
selection
making
of
cash.
cash money. People are buying those statues you wouldn't believe it. I went all out on them. I bought like 7 of each one, and I people are gonna want it because no one else has. First off, obviously we don't have FYE in the mall anymore, so they were big sellers of those.
Yeah.
So really, we're the only destination that I can think of, and maybe I'm wrong, but we're like the only destination in Saratoga or up north Queensboro that's selling that stuff. Is there really anyone else that's selling
Yeah,
it?
nothing around here, you know.
pops?
Pops or the
Oh,
statues?
those figures.
Oh.
Because people collect them.
There's
I
a
know.
weird place that's like right next to the AT&T up in Queensbury that has that kind of stuff.
Where's that? Where's the AT&T? Which plaza?
It's like right on the main road. You get off the Northway at exit 19. Follow that all
It's
the way
like
down.
something chess.
Next to Olive Garden, kind of.
It's farther down.
Right
from
next to
Olive Garden.
AT&T. How you know?
so on
AT&T?
Quaker?
Yeah. Well, I know. I'm trying to explain.
Oh,
it,
like
yeah.
where the...
They're in
It's
that
past the
little-
plaza where
Yeah.
Olive Garden
Right, when you
is.
go, when you
Okay.
pull into AT&T, they had that little building right next door, I believe. It's like a little.
I may have to check it out.
I was just
shack.
gonna say
Do my
the
Christmas
same.
shopping.
It's a lot of also like those little figurines that you have to paint.
Paint?
Right up
Is
my
it-
alley.
I
The
do
G
like
word?
the paint.
The
They might have Gundams. Northern Wardens.
Should I go in there with all my Gundam questions?
All your Gundam needs.
Now, how do you operate these machines?
It's a very
Oh,
small
like,
store.
sir, I don't know.
They have comics.
Dan and I did have a conversation that if we were talking about if we won the lottery on the way down, and I said the first thing I buy, like if I won like a big lottery, is a full mech that I can walk around in. They sell them.
Wow.
They sell them.
Weed.
Weed.
They have
They're only
stuff
like 2
that.
mil.
I would love
It's a very
robotic
small
legs.
store.
No, it's like a big mech, like Gundam-esque. Like you can like drive around. There's like wheels
Like
and
the
feet.
Avatar thing. That the sergeant
Kind
was
of. A
fighting.
little bigger.
in.
I think they're bigger.
Even bigger.
I think so. I'll
That's
try and find
absurd.
it.
But we got So what were we talking about? We got off topic a few times.
Talk about pops.
Talk about pops, then we went into something else for a second.
If you won the lottery.
No, what was it?
Figures?
Oh yeah, we're talking about all the figures. So we got a bunch of those, which I feel are hot sellers. So we got a couple more coming in tomorrow, I think. That should fill up the area. But so we got all these other pops. Of course, it's just like pops. We're just drowning in pop trade-ins now. Like everyone bringing in their pops. It's funny how I've learned that whenever we get collections in, it leads to more trade-ins. rather, and we haven't even posted yet online if we
Yeah.
got any of these pops. And you get what I'm saying? Like I feel like when we get some in, people start buying something like, oh, I'm gonna be mine collection because we're just getting trade-ins after trade-ins after trade. We had
It's a good time for it.
Right at 5 o'clock that we had to quick do it. We started a little late.
It's the classic.
And that's where we're complaining. It fills in the store nicely.
As soon as the show's about to start, someone with 6 bags freaking of the full to the brim of pops.
50 more pops. But
Is
so
it-
now we have 3 big time, prime time, the prime timers. So they should be put on the main counter by themselves. We have Bart Frieza, whatever his name is. What's the guy's name? Frieza, Frodo.
Bart
Frieza. Who's the guy?
Frieza.
Golden
Bart.
Frieza?
Golden Frieza. There we go.
What?
I don't know his name.
Can you break down what your thought process was right there? The Bart Frieza.
Yellow like Bart Simpson?
I don't know. But so we have that now. That retails for what? $2.99.
Yeah.
And who's the other one?
The Freddy Funko.
Freddy Funko.
That's what Nico wants.
This is not even the one I used to see.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
There was one that was kind of bigger than that, but like,
Come on, Nico.
It has wheels.
mhm,
Could
like
you drive it on the
peg
road?
wheels, yeah.
God.
There's like peg tracks. Just imagine me, like, imagine I still like lived around here and I'm just in Saratoga, like mecking around with the thing.
Driving it through the roads and stopping at the red light.
Just like move the arm up, like wave to the car next to me.
But we have the Freddy Funko.
Troll so hard in that.
You have no interest in one of those?
Not really. That's
I think you would have like one of those.
If you were, see, like if I didn't win that much, obviously I wouldn't buy it, but if I won like a good like 100, 200 mil,
Oh,
I'm breaking that's the first purchase. Mech suit.
I'm sure any of you guys to count it now.
Oh my
Literally just
god.
standing there. You're not
It is
looking-
like-
you're just standing there.
It's like a horror movie thing.
But I mean, it's interesting to see when we get all these weird, hot, expensive ones in. And now we have what's the second one? We have the Freddy Funko, and then what's the third one? You want to say it?
You look Kobe fucking Bryant.
Kobe
yeah.
Bryant
Number
pop.
8 with the goatee.
And they all
$300
retail for like $300.
Say we are gonna have to put that on the set of the Dream Team for a little while,
There's no
like
way
a year,
that pop is gonna sit in one of our
a year or two, and then we'll put it back. If anything, it'll build up value, and then you can sell it for more down
Bring
the
it
line.
to the back for the show, then bring it back out after every show.
So I have a funny feeling someone's gonna grab that one up.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna lift up the glove, and I'm gonna put it on top of it, so you won't be able to find it.
That's a good idea.
Now that you've told us.
When you lift up, so yeah, we have a lot of cool pods. It's neat when you get that. It's cool when you get 300 or 400 Marvel ones in. All the cool ones that come in. Of course, everyone's starting to pick through them. You had Nico picking which ones he wanted, and Luke picking which ones he wanted, and I picked out a Cyclops that I kept. And it's just interesting watching, you know, all these cool ones and which ones sell. We had a lot of Spider-Man ones that came in, and
It was crazy timing that we got such a Spider-Man heavy trade-in as the movie came out. Maybe the guy knew himself to trade it in during the movie because the values were probably all up.
But I mean, we sold a good majority. How many of those Spider-Man ones did we sell, Nico? A good amount.
Probably at least 10 already.
Yeah, I mean that's a crazy
The
amount.
the
gone.
Captain Universe one sold. I really like that one where he had like the galaxy suit
Yeah.
with like the energy beams on his hands.
So,
Was that the one that was like Spider-Man with like the red mouth thing?
Yeah, well he was
It looked like a Christmas one almost, but
he was like literally like galaxy like stars like on him, and he had like the beams on his hand. One of the statues
wet.
just sold. Any guesses?
Sailor Moon?
now?
Nezuko.
Nezuko. Sailor Moon's gone. They're both sold.
That's a
I
popular
guess.
one.
You
She's selling.
really think I could have guessed any of the names of the ones out there?
Well, that one is the popular one. I thought you'd guess it because it's like
I don't know.
other than like some of the Dragon Balls, like the Vegeta, the one on the bottom. That one's.
Nico
Well,
was sleeping on
instantly.
Nezuko a little bit.
Well,
I was
just-
looking at
don't
the
want
statues. I
Nezuko.
said, we'll definitely sell Nezuko. And Nico was
Yeah.
like,
I thought Tengen, which I mean, I think it still is. I thought he was going to be the biggest seller. I keep telling Dan,
It's
no
coming.
more of the chibi, cartoony statues like the
those ones
Shinobu.
stink.
With a little one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the Shinobu one. Like she's like a cool character in the show, but no one wants it
Haven't
because
sold any of them yet?
no, because it looks weird. It's like the huge heads, like the cartoony ones, like little body, big head.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, the
Well, the
proportions
thing
are
that's
just
wrong
off.
with it is that they don't sell.
I bet if they're the last ones on the wall, they'll sell. They may be the last ones there, but they'll sell.
Maybe the Muichiro.
I've,
No one wants
technically,
that
I've never
one.
had a statue not sell. We literally had a bunch, and we literally sold all of them.
It is
It's just
true.
I wish that they
We
were more in
completely out
stock
at
right
one
now.
point.
Like we've been looking every day and we can't really get any. Even the Sailor Moons, I think we ordered more than 2 and they only 2 came. Like they
Niko wants
ran
one
out
of
of. They're gone now. I can't.
That was
have
one of like the earliest shows I remember watching. I can't even remember what exactly went on, but
I've never watched like the whole show. I've just seen like episodes of it. Sailor Moon's just cool, like a classic character.
it is. I have to watch the intro for some nostalgic effect after the show.
What pops did we just get in this collection? Any notables in this one?
It's kind of like random. So there's some video game ones that'll fill out the video game section.
There's another Pichu. I just
Yep,
bought
another
one.
Pichu.
Got in.
There's some
Steve got his
movie, some
Pichu.
random like movie ones. So that'll fill out that. We have a row open in the movie section, so that'll fill that out.
Not bad.
Yep.
Well, you know what it is? It's gonna be 50 that replace all the 50 that we sold. This
Well, it's
weekend.
like a very different 50 than the ones we just got.
It's ones that are good common fillers. They'll fill
Yeah.
the shelves.
Then we got the big MJ and LeBron.
May have to keep this one
Gone.
MJ.
10
Do we have any big
No.
MJs around? We just have LeBron, don't
We
we?
don't even have LeBron.
Where did he go? Did you pack him back up and sell him?
Wait, we never had.
I've
Do
never
you really
seen
think we had LeBron?
Well, you opened
here?
one up for a little bit.
No, we didn't.
I'm pretty sure you popped him back in the box and you sold him.
It's Lakers LeBron.
Wow,
Maybe,
Dan.
maybe
Wow.
We had LeBrons for like a year in the store. Did we not?
No
We
one
did.
wanted them.
We just ordered. I just ordered.
Everybody got him at the same time.
Walmart has a shit ton of
Yeah.
them still.
Mhm. Yeah, they do.
And they can't get rid of them.
Well, if we only have one, I feel like that'll sell. Someone's got to be
no
a
one
LeBron
wants
fan.
a LeBron pop.
I'm sure maybe Joe wants it for the set. He likes. Actually, no, he hates him. He used to like him.
People are like LeBron.
I did just find a funny LeBron. This is bad podcasting, but I just find stuff on my phone and then can't show anyone that's watching. Sorry.
So we'll have to get a setup where we have Dave on the computer.
Throw
and
it
we
up on the thing.
All of our phones have mirrors where at any point.
cast it up.
Nico's phone, Dave's phone, Dan's phone.
LeBron just has like he puts so many Instagram stories out and things that are just too like funny. Like they don't. It doesn't even make sense. This is I found this today. It'd just be a funny. He just does like
Dan hates that.
like he just records himself in like the weirdest angles and talks so weird. Like
I
Taco
cannot stand
Tuesday.
LeBron.
That's his favorite one.
And then he does the little laugh like
I cannot stand him.
Grow up, Dan. He's a nice guy.
Okay, you know him personally?
Yeah, he's my friend.
Oh, okay.
Me and
I'd
LeBron
take,
chill.
Michael Jordan over LeBron James
Well, that's
any
true.
day.
Oh yeah. That's not up for debate. Not in this house.
Yeah, so we've had that going on the last couple of days. Crazy amount of pops coming in. But it's always good. So if anyone's interested in that, check out our Instagram page. We post all the photos of that on there if they even last. Now we got another. We have another road trip we're going.
For what?
With our other one. Then of course another
The
guy.
New Jersey one?
The New Jersey.
Did
one.
you hear what I told Mike when we got that pop trade in when I got the call?
No.
It said, someone, hey, my buddy just traded in some pops, you guys, like 400 of them, and he referred me to you. Like, I've got a crap load. He's like, I just messaged you guys on Facebook, and then I just told him to put a list in on the Funko app, take some pictures, send it to us, and we will get back to him.
He just messaged us.
On the Insane Games Facebook,
We're gonna have
I
to
believe.
start building our store into the streaming side.
Honest. Well, if we have like doubles or some stuff, we can just keep them back here to store and then bring them out when we have some open spots.
Like all those Modern Family pops.
Yeah.
Imagine if we had just a room with pops up to the roof and just that was it. And there.
That'd be so, get a forklift that comes in. Dan just rides in his forklift and scoops them up.
The person put, hey, I'm looking to get rid of a lot of pops, and I heard, spelled a weird way, you guys buy bulk. Can I send pics of what I have and get an estimate? Yeah. Scotia. Local.
Oh, so I thought it was going to be the Boston guy again.
Yeah.
Wait,
He didn't say who it was. He said my friend sold a bunch of pops to you guys.
you didn't say 400?
I thought he said 400.
He said a
Unless he
bunch.
said he has 400. I'm pretty sure he said my friend had like. It could have been someone that sold us some like a while ago.
Might have been our good new friends that are bringing all those ones in.
He said that he just got referred to us, so that'd be. He did say before I bring him in, I just didn't know if he meant like he didn't know where we were.
Well, it's funny you say that because when we were, of course, we were about to go live, and we halted the live for a minute. Because Niko, I went out and
He was like an octopus with the phone.
well, he had
He was
all these
scanning.
pops going out. He's on the phone talking to another guy. I'm like, how many people are calling us about pop figures right now?
I was mid trade in of a game trade in, then we got the pop trade in, and I was gonna try and wait. I was just like writing the pops down to wait for the other guy to finish his game trade in, and then the phone kept ringing, and I was like trying to do like 8 things
Talking about a pop trade and
while
doing a
like
pop
pricing out
trade-in.
other pops on the sheet.
The full experience.
But he said he's scanning. I just messaged back with him. I'm scanning them all right now. We'll share soon.
Yeah,
give
I
a
told
rough
him to make-
estimate.
I told him to make a list on the app
All right.
or the Funko like website.
But I mean, it's good. I love. I mean, the pop. You know, like I said, we went to, you know, as sponsors of the Saratoga Comic Con, we went there and we had a great Comic Con. And this is at the end of November, and the next one is in May. And you know, buying all these pops, we're just gonna sell a shit ton of them at the Comic Con either way. And
We got
we're-
double the size,
we're
double the
expanding
pops.
our booth, so now we're gonna have more size, which I think is gonna be great. We're gonna have one big row of pops going down.
We're
Very-
expanding the booth.
Yeah. So we're taking
Which one's first, the Vermont or the Saratoga?
Saratoga.
Saratoga.
So it's a while before our
Sam
next
for a
one.
complete list because I want to write them all down and know because you know because when we go to these, when we go to these, you know, I want to get even if we bought that collection we just got before the Saratoga Comic Con back in a couple weeks ago, we would have sold all Marvel. Like it would have been, we would have sold.
It was like a pretty cool collection with like it wasn't just like all Captain Americas and Iron Mans and
Right.
there was like a lot of like more obscure like characters that comic like lovers would like. Like you guys have the Namor one, right? So
Yeah.
you pulled that one aside. if you just watch the movies, you don't know that like who
Right,
that
right,
is.
So I mean, just with Sam alone, we had the Saratoga, Vermont, Hudson Valley, Plattsburgh. I mean, he has my goal is always to have one Comic-Con a month. I've always wanted to do that. Like, if we can just find one weekend a month to have a Comic-Con, that's like just so much extra.
They're not always as busy as the Saratoga one,
No,
though. You do
no,
have to
but
be
that's a little more
careful.
busy.
Realistically, it'd be kind of sweet if we, like in the future, you could have like, let's say we wanted to do one like in a different state. You just look for some collections in that state,
Yeah.
fly down, get a U-Haul, and just go pick up like 3 collections. Go to the Comic-Con.
That would be a nice, quick wheeling,
Quick
dealing
little,
thing.
it's like a little vacation to a new spot. And
I've always, first of all, it's very fun doing it. Like I did one by myself.
I'm now addicted to Comic-Con.
I did one myself. Where I went out to Rochester. I don't. You remember that? I was gone for the weekend.
Oh,
I took,
shit, yeah.
I took all the pods went to Rochester. I had a hotel right next to it. It's actually not that bad. And you said you love hotels.
I do love hotels.
And you know, and then right next to it was the Genesee Brewing where they make Jenny Light. You know, have you ever heard of Jenny Light beer?
Yeah.
They make the Genesee Brewing. And so I went. I got some glasses. I was like, I had dinner there. It was very nice. I went,
Dinner for one.
but it was like, you know,
I'm treating myself.
I've always said I want to have a Comic-Con division here where that team just goes out to the con. But you know, you got to look at the cost. You know, you got like I think one thing that costs the most is obviously your tickets to the not ticket, but your cost of the booth. But
The
getting
table
a van,
price, yeah.
You know, we're very very lucky. We're very very.
Yeah,
we make a lot of money on the Saratoga because it's literally right down the road.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
like
you
the
just take
Albany
multiple
Comic
trips,
Con.
yeah.
It's good like advertising for the
Right.
store too.
And I gotta look. I don't know if the Albany Comic Con still has theirs or not. I gotta look.
Mhm.
They only do like a day. Albany Comic Con's like
What
a
we
Sunday.
really should have done is had those green bags with the Twitch stuff in them at the Comic-Con to like
That would have been sick.
just so we gave everyone the pop in the bag and they were like, oh, it's the green bag, they're from the Insane Games booth, and then they have the Twitch thing in it. Or done
bad
like a
idea.
little the giveaways and the wheel, like, oh, subscribe on Twitch and you can spin this wheel to get 10% off.
That's not a bad idea.
Nico's making some good ideas. on
That's not a bad idea.
They used to have stuff like that at my school in Buffalo. It would be, there would always booths be set up and it'd be like, all right, if you post this like advertisement on your Snapchat story, which like obviously you probably have a lot of friends on Snapchat that go to the school. It's like you get to spin the wheel, and it could be like a free T-shirt, like a free lanyard, like 10% off, like the school store, stuff like that. It's pretty sweet. Got
For
a lot of
us,
free
we
shirts.
would do Instagram.
Yeah.
Tag
But
us
I mean,
on Instagram.
yeah,
or like
tag us on Instagram, follow us on
Instagram.
Instagram, or build the Twitch that way too. Something like that. Be
Why
sweet.
wouldn't we just do that in the store?
I know we could. We talked about it.
Just
not?
always have the wheel.
Have the wheel.
spinning.
You follow us on Instagram right now. You roll the wheel.
All right, Nico, that's your next craft project.
Build the wheel.
We got to think
A
of
fully
other.
functioning
we
spinning
gotta
the
think
wheel.
of like. I mean, okay. I mean, the Comic Con is different. We got to think of more like accurate type
Well,
stuff that's more beneficial for the store, like 5% off. You
Yeah.
can't get free lanyards every day, but like
No, well, that was my school who had like plenty of money to spend.
Right.
Like it's. But I mean, if we had, I just think that even just the bags with the little Twitch thing in it, like the little scanner thing.
yeah, we've been doing that for the holiday. But I like the wheel. Excuse me, have the wheel right next to the counter. Like you follow us on Instagram.
Right now, like do it right now. You get on this purchase.
You follow, just so you know, if you follow us on both Instagram and Twitch, you get to roll the wheel. And the wheel
Don't
can
get
have,
greedy, Dan.
And the wheel can have 50% off.
Then they're just
thing.
gonna unfollow us right away.
You think so?
Yeah,
Get this-
if it was me, I'd probably like forget about it, and then like I'd see a post from the person like a week later, and then unfollow them if I didn't like it.
Wow.
But I mean, a lot of the people that are shopping
them.
here, like or at the Comic-Con, like it's like nerd-esque culture that would probably, if we start posting like relevant content, they're not going to dislike it. You know, like we can't just be throwing up anything on the Instagram, but like if we're posting like the funny videos or some stuff like highlights, they might actually
We'll find
like
that
it.
funny.
Yeah, and not unfollow.
I think we should do that. I think we should put the wheel at the counter. And we come out and we have like this. Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't know how many slots you can fit in the wheel, but I think
I was just looking at them on
5%.
Amazon for that for our punishment wheel.
we should have 5%, 10%, and 50%. Those are three right there.
50%?
Why not? You gotta give, but it should be like one big
A
one.
sliver that's like this
Yeah,
big.
It's like, it's
What
like,
if they're what if like they get the 50 and they're like, all right, I want that Switch and that Xbox
Well,
One.
then, you know, we
There's
don't
limits.
do.
Don't be a troll.
Well,
gotta
that's what
have-
I
you
would
gotta
do if I
have-
rolled the 50. You should
I
have to,
guess,
you
yeah.
should have we should have to be like, all right, you have to say what you're gonna buy. Like we see what you have. You can't add like shit on afterwards because you
They're
got
gonna
the.
say, so I want to get to roll the wheel if I buy certain things. Oh,
No,
you buy
no,
the
no,
Switch,
no.
You don't get to roll the wheel.
No, they can roll the wheel, but like they can't
Just
just
for
add
what they
on
have, yep.
afterwards. Like you roll the wheel like in the checkout process. You can't
get
like
it.
get the 50
So
and then
let's say
go
they
buy
bring-
everything else in the
They
store.
bring up all the stuff and they spin, and then they don't get what they want. And they're like, actually, I'm not buying.
Well, that's like a little hack. We don't want to give that away.
Or they'd be rolling to get on the 50, and they go, "Honey, we got 50% off. Let's go get that Switch."
Let's go dancing. I mean, if people start doing it a lot a day, you got to think
No, I mean,
50 is going to
maybe
hit
I'll
like
go with
twice a day,
50%,
probably.
But like, I feel like if we gotta come up with
25%
some
's
funny
fine.
like free keychain. You know what I mean? Like free.
we have a whole box of free stuff.
Free
out there.
Seinfeld pop.
Actually, there really could be one on there.
Or you can get like keychains that like advertise the channel itself, like a little Insane Games TV keychain.
I want to look against some.
We need some
I want
merch.
to get some lanyards for Instant Games TV and keychains and maybe a bunch of shirts
Yeah.
that we can put on. Then we can start doing free.
Well, that's
shirts.
what I was talking about with Dave the other day. Like, if we had just like one.
Hey, what's up,
Wow.
Lonnie?
Yeah, I like
Store
I like,
friend.
I like those ideas of adding some different.
Yep, doing behind the counter.
But I like that idea. I think we should do that. I think that'd be great, and I think that's a great way. I think we do our Instagram. Well, we can switch every month. This month it's for the Twitch channel. This month it's for Instagram.
The other month for YouTube.
Yeah, and YouTube. I think it's a great way. We got like we had our company meeting 2 weeks ago. And we talked about the integration of. We have this beautiful studio here in that store, like integrating the two. I think that's not a bad idea.
Dave could have his nice loud announcer voice too. Ladies and gentlemen, come spin the wheel. Spin once, twice.
Not a bad idea.
It'd be pretty good.
Really, we should be doing it right now during the holidays.
Wheel.
Through here.
Of
Order the wheel. Get it here for tomorrow.
games. I don't know.
We gotta-
Wheel of
games.
insanity.
Okay, so what are the options on there? So you have 5%, 10%.
I feel like the jackpot. 50% is just tough, just because for the systems, or
Okay,
like
so what's
they buy the Kobe pop.
Okay, so
Realistically,
25. So we go 5, 10, 25. So there are 3 of your 7 options.
50% off anything under $50 in the store.
50% off, maybe just one item. It's still a system risk, but
Off any one item.
You could just have amounts of store credit on it, and then you could block it
Oh, I
out.
like that. No, I like that.
It
We
could
could
be-
do
it could-
$25
yeah, it could-
store credit.
yeah,
25, 50, 100 store credit.
50 store credit could be the jackpot. So it's like you get
I like that.
you could get like a good game or like a few pops, but you're not getting like a whole system.
And then we gotta add a few free things. So I think we do like 3 discount.
Well, we could
options,
if we do
2 credits.
if we do the thing like where we have the rack of the pops that aren't selling that much, like we have in the front right now. Could just be like pick any pop off the front rack.
We gotta come up with a cool name for the shit rack. Actually, why not call it that? Can we call it that? The shit rack.
Probably not.
Why not?
You could call it like the stink rack.
You could put the poop emoji and then rack next to
Yeah.
See,
it.
you know what? See, that's where I find that would be funny. If I walk
Yeah,
by
but
a store
but
and I
no,
saw
no.
the rack say the shit
It
rack,
is funny,
I would find that
but
funny.
there's
Who
like
would want to buy
kids.
anything from that?
If I walk
about
by,
You're shaming the people that actually want the stuff there.
No. If I walk by a store, okay, let's say I walk by a NASCAR store, right, and it says the shit rack. First, I'm gonna find it funny with the little shit emojis, and then I see a Jeff Gordon car on there. I'm gonna get the. It doesn't matter what's on that.
It
Jeff
wouldn't be
Gordon
there
car's
though,
not gonna
because
be
I
on
don't
there.
think it would be trash.
Anything could be on there.
They'll have
I
who's a
find
trash
that funny.
driver?
I find it funny that
Ricky Spinhouse on there.
No. He's on the gold rack.
1997 Randy LaJoy beat Diecast.
And let's be honest with you, most people know that when you throw all the Seinfeld pops on there, they're the shit rack. Even though we
No,
sold
people
almost-
are very. Some people were intrigued about the Masters rack on the front today.
Did we sell any of those since the move?
I don't think so.
the shit rack. I actually like that idea. It's a classic Dan idea being shot down by the.
How about we
group already.
put Yo Mama's rack? God. No?
We'll think of something.
You can't say that.
We'll think of
Oh,
something.
see, now Dan doesn't want to have fun anymore.
Oh, you can't say that.
It's got to be something funny that people that actually that's actually pretty funny.
We'll do a punishment for Adam for losing the league. The Adam rack. It's basically trash, but
Is
no
that,
one
yeah, you
knows.
got to meet him. Did you see him come
I just
in?
said hi. I
Yeah.
didn't
Well, that's him.
get introduction. I knew it was him because I saw him the last time. he came in,
Okay. He's playing Tom in the consolation, and he's trying
He's
all
kicking
his.
his- His ass.
Is he at like 1 in 11 or something?
Yeah.
It's the worst
And
losing
Tom's gonna
streak the
lose-
league's ever seen.
And Tom's gonna say he didn't set his lineup. Oh, I
Oh, of
don't
course
care. It's
Tom's gonna say
consolation.
that.
Oh, he said it. I was checking.
We
Even
all
though
have,
I've heard rumblings that his lineup has changed a few times during the week.
Ramondre went
He
right
can
in
say what he
there
wants,
with
but he
Damien.
was sweating when Kelsey put up that 31 spot.
It's only fitting that Adam gets a win at the end of the season.
That's normally how it goes with the.
And out of all people to Tom, against Tom, I think
That's
it's
very
great.
funny.
I actually like that idea. I think that's a great idea. Throwing the
Bringing out the wheel. I had it up on
slapping it right
Amazon
the
earlier.
counter.
There was one that was like a dry erase wheel, so you can change what it is on the things. It didn't have like a smaller
How much
slot
those
for the
go for?
jackpot. $20.
Let's order one.
It only had like 8 slots on
How
it.
many slots you looking for?
But we want one that has a little slot for the jackpot, like a
just
smaller
got one
one.
We could add our own line.
Well, then you got to get your own, and you got to add a little pin thing.
No.
Hmm?
If it just happens to land in that spot.
I guess.
Of course
You can just
Could
be
be up for
standing
debate,
next to
though.
it and be like, oop, 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 oops.
You have a guest here. But no, I like that. I think we get it if we add it to the counter
Alright.
and make everyone pick one. I think it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Let's get on that.
Let's get on that.
I'll order it
now,
tonight.
Right when we get off.
I'll order it tonight. We'll have it right at the counter. I think that's a great idea. And then we can throw some funny things in there as well.
I was just gonna, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Are we gonna put
Punishment, extra 5%.
some employee embarrassment on
There
there?
should be 1 out of the 8. There should
Dave
be
sings you a
one-
song.
There should be 1 punishment on there. The customer can find that. But it's got to be something they would do. Like, it's not something like...
Do a jig.
chicken dance.
They got 5-second dance.
I wouldn't do that.
I would
I'd
just
be like,
walk
you get
out
a
of the
free
store.
spin.
Yeah.
A 3-second dance.
The time has nothing to do with it.
I do
Run.
that. I hit the wall.
That was
Yeah,
1
no.
second.
Okay, so we'll do a 2-second dance.
3 seconds is very awkward.
Not really.
Dance for
Dan.
3 Mississippis.
I'd rather die than watch someone do a dance.
I think it would be hilarious. That and on top of that, it would
With
be,
complete eye
on top of that,
contact as
it must
well.
be filmed.
No, the punishment.
I think there should be one punishment on there, whatever it is. Something that
Maybe it's like on the split with the jackpot slot. The bad and the jackpot are the half slots.
maybe it's gonna be something you got to eat at the counter.
No.
Like
No
a
one's
hot-
going to do
like
that.
like a fireball.
No one. Yeah, but like.
Just
Want some
saying.
candy? Like.
No, the worker or the
The customer's
gonna
Yeah.
eat a fireball. Like,
I mean, I don't know. I'm
just
talking about
leaving.
something
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Both the customer and the worker have to
I thought you were talking about the employee punching
Dan
themselves in
puts
front
it.
of the
Whoever
customer.
does has to give me a hug. Like,
There
what do
should
you
be
want
one
it to be?
punishment.
Bring it in,
I don't know
pal.
what it is, but there should be one punishment in there.
I don't get a lot of love at home.
One free Dan hug. Would you be able to handle that if that was one on there?
Well, I have to give everyone a hug.
One of the options would be a hug from Dan on
Yeah, no, I
there.
don't think that's not gonna happen.
A 1 in 8 chance of landing on that. If it was that or 50% off on a sale, would you do it?
No. I feel like if we did like an increase of 5%, it'd be like, oh, that's not fun. That's like whatever. They're just trying to get an extra $5. People would see through that. But you gotta be. It's gotta be something funny.
I mean, we're not like actually just trying to get the extra $5. It just sucks. You landed on it.
I'll have to come up with something. There should be one kind of funny punishment on there. I would to the lowest degree of what they're like. No, I don't want to do it. It should be real simple. I don't know.
It wouldn't be too hard to do. We'll think of a solid punishment.
All right, we got anything else? We're gonna end it because we got a busy store going on.
Nope.
I got nothing.
Mike and I in the middle of a heated fantasy matchup. We won't discuss it any further, but
Something's going on with TJ right now.
It
I'm
should
getting
be-
no service back here, but he's crying.
our matchup will be decided by tonight. Who moves on in the playoffs? Mike, best of luck. We'll
Best
see what
of luck.
happens.
It's in the God's hands.
And I think it's gonna be a nail biter either way.
And I said I was almost somewhat hoping that you would have defeated me and tired me last night, because the hope is making me go bald with all the stress.
You and I as well. I was saying.
Well, we knew that.
But,
Well,
other than
obviously.
that, what else? We have the holiday season. Hope everyone has a great holiday. We'll be busy here this week. Make sure you check us out. We got a bunch of pops and cool shit that's come in, so definitely stop in. And then, we got anything else?
There's a big story that I just found while we were streaming that I put in the Danny NASCAR Discord that I will discuss tonight.
Oh wow, some NASCAR news.
You don't get to know.
I was
unless
muted
you
the whole
watch.
time
You muted where?
on this microphone.
The whole time?
No, I was taking a drink earlier, and I
Okay.
yeah, Danny NASCAR news that I had just found on the internet.
All right, we'll discuss that on Day NASCAR, which is tonight, 9 o'clock, followed by Monday Night Gaming on the West Coast. Hope everyone has a great holiday week. We'll be back at it next week for Behind the Counter live here on Instant Games TV. Until then, adios. Oh, I got to get up and turn it off. How embarrassing.
Oh, you didn't set up the stream deck?
No, it's not working. Classic Tom.
You guys are just awkwardly on there.